Hey, it's good to be back, man. You guys, welcome back to another video, man. This one again, I'm probably gonna be covering a bunch of different things. We'll see as the video goes what I get to cover about. But first things first, Corey Sandhagen versus Song Yadong. This fight night was ridiculous. So again, I'm gonna just cover the last two fights because they were absolutely insane. For the Cheeto versus Gregory Rodriguez fight, if you guys haven't, go check the fight out. It was absolutely insane where Cheeto came out super strong in the first round, almost knocked Gregory out. Like at a point I was like, oh yeah, it's over. So in the first round, Gregory tried to shoot for a takedown. Cheeto hit him with this perfect knee. It just split his, like, the top of his nose wide open. I'm gonna put a picture up, or I'm gonna pull the picture up that Dana posted. Also, a quick disclaimer before I actually pull the picture up. It's kind of gruesome, so if you're kind of squeamish or whatever about cuts, I would look away. But Dana posted this image. I can't even look at it. It's fucking disgusting. But that's basically, and then obviously I'm gonna leave it on here because at least I can look at my computer screen this way. But yeah, he had to get that whole thing stitched up. It was absolutely insane. Craziest part, Gregory ended up winning the fight with a knockout in the second round. I think after the first round, they were like, yo, let's just let him keep fighting. I honestly do believe if Gregory didn't knock him out in the second round, it would possibly have been over, because it would have been called a doctor's stoppage, because that's just how bad that cut was. Like you guys saw, not bringing it back up, but that shit was nasty. Talking about cuts, let's go to the main fight, man. Corey Sandhagen, Song Yadong. Same thing happened. Basically, Corey set up it was a perfectly placed elbow, just straight up right on his eyebrow, and it literally just cut his shit. So Corey, I was actually listening to him speak as well, and he was talking about how Song said that the eye that wasn't cut, he couldn't see out of that eye. So out of one eye, because I think Corey elbowed him or punched him or something in that eye where his vision was completely messed up. So out of that eye, he couldn't see clearly at all. And then in the other eye that he could kind of sort of see, like blood from his cut was just going right into it, just messing his vision all the way up. Also, same thing, disclaimer, I'll pull Song Yadong's injury or his cut up. Disclaimer. Like, yeah, man, I think this kind of shows it enough. Like, it's a good enough image where it literally shows his eyebrow is split open. That elbow, like literally the second Corey landed the elbow, it started splitting. And then during the fight, you could tell that Corey was just going at it. He was going for the cut. I can't remember what round this was, but there was a point where they were on the ground, and Corey was just taking his hands and just rubbing it all over Song's face. I think the ref even said, like, hey, don't be putting your finger in the cut, which is disgusting. But yeah, bro, the whole thing completely nasty. Corey ends up winning though, man. So Corey ends up winning. They doctor stopped it because he was like, yo, bro can't see. It was like the cut was nasty. It was ridiculous. They stopped the fight. Then on the mic, Corey actually called out Cheeto, which I was saying even in the preview to this fight, I would love to see Corey versus Cheeto. I think that would be an amazing fight. Not only would that be an amazing fight, but I think they're both just one fight away from a title shot. Whoever wins Corey versus Cheeto is immediately the #1 contender, and they 100% get the title shot. So I think that's honestly the fight to make. We'll see what happens with Aljo and TJ. We'll see if Aljo's still the champ. And then also Sean O'Malley versus Peter Yan. I would love to see what happens with that matchup. Like I said, like I've been saying, any time a bantamweight's fought, division's ridiculous. But yeah, man, I would say this fight night was literally just about the cuts. It was literally, you literally saw the crazy shit that could possibly happen in the UFC fight, and it was crazy. So now I actually want to move on to Raul Rosas Jr, who is, if you guys haven't heard, he's a 17-year-old fighter that the UFC just signed to the UFC, making him the youngest fighter in UFC history. So on UFC's actual YouTube page, their official YouTube page, they put out the full fight. So, bro, This dude is crazy. So he is a bantamweight. Like I was saying with Corey Sandhagen, Sandhagen. This video is, I guess, all about bantamweights. But this guy, he is a bantamweight, and he looks huge for bantamweight. Like, he's already like super tall. He's very long. And the crazy thing is, since he is just 17, he still has so much time to fill into his body. So honestly, I think he might end up having to go up a bunch of divisions once he's like, I don't even know, once he's like maybe like 25, like 24, 25. He might honestly be up to like 180, 170, around there. So like a welterweight. That's how tall he is. Then also the craziest thing is his skill set. He's so good at jiu-jitsu. Like, if you guys go watch the free fight, there's so many little things he does that I was like, yo, this is insane. So like, literally at the start of the fight, he does some shit like this. I just let him play, and bruh, just watch this shit. It's like right here, spinning, it's like literally a spin kick right into a single leg, and just literally just breaks his guard. It's great jiu-jitsu. I think another takedown that was actually ridiculous, I believe it was in the second round. So right here, start of the second round, this takedown was like, when I first saw it, I was like, yo, this shit clean. Just fakes the flying knee right into a single leg, double leg, just brings him down. Like, for those of you guys who don't realize how hard this shit is, just do it. Like, just try to do it. Just try to replicate it. Just try to replicate a flying knee and just trying to go for a takedown. Like, it is incredibly difficult, and bro, you're gonna look like a dumbass if you try doing it. Like, the way he did it and made it look so effortless and smooth. And it's like, the crazy thing is, he's just 17. He already has those basics, and it already looks that clean, that smooth. I'm excited to see what he does, man. Now, all of that being said, he hasn't faced any real competition yet. This was just the Dana White Contender Series. It was all just contenders, so we haven't seen him fight like an actual legit UFC fighter yet. And we're probably, like, ideally, I think the way the UFC brings him up, they won't give him a hard fight till like a bit later down the line. I think he's gonna have the same trajectory as like a Sean O'Malley or like a Paddy Pimblett, and then we'll get to see if he's actually that good. One thing that I am kind of curious about though is what is his longevity gonna be? Because although at least right now he's definitely not a striker, he's more of a jiu-jitsu guy, and so he's just grappling a lot and he's wrestling a lot. And at least from this fight, what I saw is he doesn't really get hit as much as like, say like he doesn't get hit as much say like a Max Holloway, who also started really young. But I mean, he's known for being a striker. He gets hit a lot. And so now we're kind of seeing his career taking like a downturn. I'm curious if he's even able to fight at a very high level till he's like 30. Just because, bro, the human body can take just so many hits. And if he's training constantly, fighting constantly, yeah, that's gonna be a huge question. But yeah, man, me personally, I'm gonna be rooting for him. I hope he does really well. I'm gonna definitely be covering him. So yeah, man, just want to talk about that real quick. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for this video, man. But yeah, guys, with that, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out all the links in bio. This is something I do. And with that, I'm out of here. Peace.